What is going on, guys? Today we have finished off Savanier already. 35 upgrades done very quickly, with the fact there was only 6 players needed in each one. Love the walkout, absolutely love level up. It's a very nice dynamic for him. And we do have the 94 5-star Savanier, so I do think this one is most definitely worth it. He's 5'8 with a high medium, obviously can be a centre mid as well. Stat wise, if you are looking more for a box to box, I feel like the Anchor or Shadow is going to be your better shout if anything. You do get the 92 rated as fodder if you are obviously going for the 94 as well. People are going Shadow / Hunter for him. A Shadow will give him 98 pace, 91 defending, and turns him into a 94 centre mid, which is not a problem whatsoever. Leadership, flair, outside of the foot as the main traits for him, looking pretty good in that midfield. Let's have a look at Savanier and see if he manages to square it with everybody. I'd like to tell you about skycoach.gg. They offer many features within the FIFA franchise, from FIFA coins to FIFA Weekend League boosts, from trusted sellers, pro players, and are the best prices on the market currently. They have fast delivery, high quality services, lots of games, and also a cashback program. The more coins you buy, the more eligible you are for cashback options. So if you want to buy FIFA coins at the best price, click the link in the description of this video. It will be active promo code for 10% discount from my subscribers. All you have to use is the code JT11 at the checkout to receive this bonus. On to the video. It's a very interesting one with Savanier. Is this guy playing at all? Because obviously the upgrades are only... Okay, he's bringing his player out, and obviously Savanier is not going to reach it, and it's gone. But in terms of the midfield for him, should be relatively good. And like I said, with obviously the SBC only being 6 players a time, they're coming in at 4,500 each at the moment. Very easy to do with obviously a bit of crafting. If you've managed to get some golds into your club already, again, it should be a nice one every 2 times. If you don't get anything good boards wise or anything, then you get an extra one for free technically. If you do say get 80 to 83 raid players, so he is done very easily. Obviously with him, I do think the 5-5 nature of him is going to be fantastic. Any 5-5 player is always quite good. I would say he does look and kind of, wow, okay, does feel very attacking at the moment already. But obviously that pace is looking good. We've got the Shadow on him obviously already. So that's going to be a nice kind of start to him, just to add that little bit more pace to him. Passing wise looks really good as well. Weak foot will always be an extra bonus on top of everything there. And obviously pushing forward into that midfield, he's going to have that play and also the running ability here. Left foot across and a great save from Walker. The only problem you've got, especially with a lot of these level ups, that is a cracking ball, gets onto the end of it, little bit of a check over the top is the problem of the checks, the Milinkovic-Savics. A lot of the keepers that we got during Shapeshifters are absolutely outstanding. So whether he gets into your team, oh, he hits the post, oh, and good goal by Lynx. But whether they get into the team, that is going to be the big question, because like I say, check is going to be very hard to beat. Same with Milinkovic-Savic in the midfield for 130,000 coins. He was absolutely outstanding value. And even though Savanier, I think the value of him is impeccable. Great upgrade, very upgradable in the sense of you can do it for very little coins, or obviously you can grind it out quite quickly with a bit of a club already. That is going to be the main factor for him. Oh, and checks on the offside, get the goal. But in terms of what you get back, obviously the 92 is going to be pure fodder from the SBC itself. Obviously then you get the packs back for finishing all of the upgrades, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 and 35. And then obviously you get some upgrades back from the actual upgrade itself. For me, it's a no-brainer to at least get this done casually. Very easy to do with the, what is it, the Soaring Silver upgrade. That's a great pass into Check's feet. Good save from Walker. But even with that, you can do about 20 upgrades without recycling really too much there. That is already beautiful. Every single day for 11 days, you'll technically be able to do almost about 220 if you was to grind it out and do all of the Soaring upgrades. That is just perfect. You get 3 times 220, 80 plus players. Not saying every one of them is going to be incredible. Plus we do get upgrades tomorrow, but it's very easy to get him done, and I feel like a lot of people will have him at least in the club. And at the that's a good pass. At the minimum, you've got a 92 and a 94 as fodder if you didn't want him in your team. Oh, good ball. Finds him on the attack. Walker's going to be there. It's going to be a finesse, and he bags it as Walker is just too small. Get that block on the defense. Nearly getting there. He's going to run it away here, though. Little spin in action. He's got decent agility on him. If you obviously do too much with him, that's going to be the problem. But with this sort of card, like I say, it's not necessarily going to be actually getting him done that's going to be the problem. It's just going to be fitting him into your team, to be honest. If you've got a lot of the goalkeepers that we got during Shapeshifters, they were incredible value, very, very good cards. And not only just good cards, but meta, very endgame cards. Whereas, for instance, somebody like Czech, I don't know really who else you would actually kind of go with as a striker that's 100 and something K. Everybody can do that one, for instance. So like Czech obviously being an icon, you can get him done for the next like 2-3 weeks, whatever it is, from obviously August. But obviously when it comes to Milinkovic, that's a good goal. Milinkovic was an SBC that's gone now. Whether you get a year in review player pick and get lucky, that's on the kind of other options if you didn't play FIFA for that day, that week of him being out, or didn't bother doing him in at all. Can we get an inside? It's a great little ball. Little finesse. He gets the wicked shot on him, but doesn't manage to find the inside of the post. And if cards weren't to rise, and you was obviously going to do this without any cards in your club, you were going to go and buy every single upgrade. It's coming in at 4,500. You times 35 from that. He is coming in at 100. Oh, that's a poor pass. He's coming in at 157,000 at the moment. And obviously that is with buying the SBC at 4.5k every single time. Whether the SBC goes up, that's going to be the big question. I feel like they definitely will do, as we're only into the first couple of hours of this subjective. So whether we see that, that's a great little touch. So obviously at the moment he's coming in at 157. At a minimum, I could see him coming in little shimmy. Oh, and Walker with a save. At the minimum, I could see him lower than 200. So I think for a player of this kind of magnitude, 200k for all of them packs, 7 different objectives. Obviously, you technically need to go and buy Savanier's SBC as well, but even then, I don't think that's too bad as an 85 rated objective SBC. Not bad at all. No team of the seasons needed as well, which is absolutely perfect of what we need. So the card is in great value. I think it's probably the better value, and it all comes down to the fact that obviously this upgrade requires 6. Oh, that's a good ball roll. 6 players, not, I think it was 9 for Kamenvinga's one. He's always been very good at kind of the managing that middle. We've seen many team of the seasons. He's got a great little dribble on him here. The acceleration is absolutely on point. That's just a poor pass in itself. But if you can manage a game with him, he is going to be very much that all-round baller. He's got the ability on obviously the 5-5. He's got that dribbling. He's got the pace. He is that perfect midfielder that everybody kind of wants. All the way, get the right foot. It's just that finish. He's got a good amount. I'd say he's definitely up there with some of the better centre mids. He's going to just chip me, which Van der Sar with, I don't know what that was, but beautiful kind of actions from him in that middle of the park that really work for a centre mid. Or obviously you could go more of a cam with him if you really wanted to. I just think when it comes to Savanier, that box-to-box mentality with a shadow or anchor is going to be much, much better. I must admit, in terms of kind of the defensive ability of him, he's not put too much tackles in, I would say, but he most definitely has been present in the defense. It's just, I don't feel like the presence is quite there in terms of what we've seen. The attacking side, the defensive is good, but not quite, I'd say, enough to say you don't need a CDM or somebody else that is as good as defending. The question is, have we got any free kicks with him? He's on the free kick, 94, 93, 93, 88. It's not the worst, but it's definitely not the best at times. Can he make it? 9-7. Jump the wall. Gets the rebound. Oh, that's a great ball. Keeper's out. Little dink from Kane, who makes it 9-7. Beautiful assist. And I think, is that it? No? So going into the overall forum then. So the SBC itself, if we go for the upgrade of it, it's coming in at 4.5. You've got to do that obviously 35 times. It's not a problem whatsoever. Obviously the 92 is just fodder more than anything. You've got to get it done as one of the requirements. So technically, If you was to throw him on top, then he would be about 200,000 coins to get him complete, because technically you've got to do it. Obviously you do get that back as SBC fodder. Always take a 92 rated player for SBC fodder. In terms of the cam centre mid, he's had a couple of nice cards, 84, 87 throughout the year, but obviously this is the big one. 5'5", 5'8", right foot, great ability throughout all. Obviously the shadow is kind of the pace one if you want to get a little bit more there. Does make him a bit more confident in that defensive ability. I do like his stamina and obviously his aggression. It is mainly the jumping that is lowering the physicality by quite a lot. I'm not too fussed about that, so I get why people are not running that anchor to obviously get a +1 on aggression, no stamina upgrade obviously, and 8 strength. You obviously lose out on the pace boost, you get pretty much the same defending, obviously it's a +1 and mainly on that slide tackling, so I can see why Shadow is going to be the number 1 there. This second one is going to be a Hunter. Again, if you're going for more cam, that I can, again, understand where it's going. Pace, again, but then also very good finishing attributes there. And does turn him into a 95 cam if you wanted to go for that sort of play style with him. Lamb, Ram, cam, he would work in all of them. Decent player, more than likely going to be fodder, like I said, with all the shapeshifters we've got, but most definitely a very enjoyable grind. And also you can do the level up crafting SBC after obviously finishing this one for even more fodder going into all of the other players. Let me know down below if you have finished or going to finish Savanier. Make sure you do like and subscribe, and I'll catch you all for the next one. Peace.